Hello, everyone. My name is Peter. I was born in a small town. My family was not rich, and life was never easy for us. My parents worked hard every day, but money was always just enough to survive. When I finished school, I believed that if I worked hard, life would become better. I had dreams, but I didn't know how to reach them. My first job was in a small local company. The salary was low, and the work was boring. Every day felt the same. I woke up early, went to work, came home tired, and waited for the next day. I felt like my life was moving, but going nowhere. After 6 months, I quit. I told myself that this job was not for me and that I could find something better. I tried another job, then another. I always started with hope, but when things became difficult, I stopped. Quitting slowly became my habit. I also tried learning English many times. Each time, I felt excited at the beginning. I watched videos, bought books, and imagined a better future. But after a few weeks, when I couldn't understand much, I gave up again. I told myself I was not good at languages. Years passed. I was busy every day, but my life stayed small. At the age of 28, I felt empty inside. One night, after a long and exhausting day, I sat alone in my room. The lights were off. The room was silent. I opened my phone and saw my old friends on social media. Some worked in big international companies. Some lived abroad. Some traveled to many countries. They looked confident. They looked alive. I put my phone down and stared at the ceiling. A heavy thought appeared in my mind. Am I really going to live a boring life like this forever? I felt scared. Then another thought followed. If I don't change anything, nothing will change. If I keep living like this, my life will never grow. At that moment, I knew I had to do something. I needed a skill that could give me better opportunities, better work, and a bigger world. That night, I made a quiet but serious decision. I decided to learn English not as a hobby, but as a way to change my life. The next day, I started again. But this time, I didn't rush. I didn't set big goals. I only promised myself one thing. I would not quit. Even if I was slow, even if I felt stupid. Some days, I studied for 10 minutes. Some days, only 5. I listened to simple English, read short stories, and wrote down new words. Day by day, English became part of my life. Months passed. Slowly, I began to understand simple videos, then conversations, then meetings. My confidence grew quietly. No one noticed, but I felt it inside. After about 1 year, I applied for a new job. This time, It was an international company. The interview was in English. I was nervous, but I tried. I didn't speak perfectly, but I was clear and confident. I got the job. My salary was higher. The working environment was completely different. My co-workers came from different countries. Every day, I spoke English at work. I wrote emails to foreign clients. I joined international meetings. At first, it was stressful, but I didn't quit. I kept learning, kept improving. After some time, my manager trusted me more. I was given more responsibility. My salary increased again. Then I was promoted. One day, my manager told me that I would join a business trip overseas. That was my first time working abroad. I traveled to Europe for work. At the airport, I understood the announcements. At the hotel, I checked in by myself. During meetings, I talked to people from many countries. After work, I walked through beautiful streets, tried local food, and ordered everything in English without fear. I didn't need a translator. I felt free. Later, I started traveling more, sometimes for work, sometimes just for myself. I visited different countries, tasted amazing food, talked to strangers, and made friends from around the world. On one of those trips, I met a girl from another country. We talked in English. We laughed. We shared stories about life, dreams, and culture. English connected us. She later became my girlfriend. Sometimes, when we travel together, I think about my old life, the small room, the boring job, the fear of speaking. I smile and realize how far I've come. English didn't just give me a better job. It gave me confidence, freedom, relationships, and a bigger life. Today, my life is not perfect, but it is full, and everything started with one decision: to stop quitting and start learning. English doesn't change your life in one day. But if you don't give up, it can change your job, your income, your confidence, and even the people you meet along the way. Thank you for listening, my friend. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and stay with us for more English motivation every day.